Good evening, everyone. It's Rob Dylan here, and I'm working on this Hard Rain's Gonna Fall project, and the first line tonight is, "I met a young child beside a dead pony." It's a bit of a depressing line. I'm trying to figure out what to work that into a Christmas show, but so anyways, I wrote a song. It's called "The Dead Christmas Pony." I met a young child beside a dead pony on a cold winter's morn, just after dawn. Her eyes were all red, her face pale and drawn. She said this was my gift, but now it is gone. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. She told me the tale of Christmas Eve past, how she prayed for a pony, a dream unsurpassed. Her joy knew no bounds when her wishes came true, but by morning's first light that joy was through. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. I sat with the child as the snow gently fell, and spoke of a babe born in a humble stable, of shepherds and wise men who came from afar to witness a miracle under Bethlehem's star. Though that child too was lost, as the scriptures do say, his story lives on, bringing hope to this day. So I told the young girl as we stood in the snow, that love never dies, it only can grow. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. Now whenever I see a child with bright eyes, I remember that morning, that pony, those cries, and I think of the lesson learned long ago, that in darkness and light love continues to grow. Oh, the brevity of joy in this world so cruel, where miracles fade like the last light of Yule, but hope springs eternal like stars in the night. For in loss and sorrow we may find the light. For in loss and sorrow there must be some light.
Hi everybody, it's Neil Old here. Good to see you tonight. Nice to see Lazy Horse in the house tonight too. I haven't seen him for a long time. We had a bit of a falling out, or maybe I should call it a falling off. I fell off. I went for a ride. He took me for a little spin around the field, and I fell off. And he said it was because I wasn't much of a horseman, and I said it was because he's a bit of a bucker. But anyways, we're still a little we maybe come to peace over the Christmas holidays here. But anyways, I'm gonna do this by myself. But nice to see him back on the show. And this is a song that fell out in Norris Point, Newfoundland. David Ward requested. It's a song called The Rebel Jesus, and it was originally a Jackson Browne tune. I hope you like it.
streets are filled with laughter and light, and the music of the season. And the merchants' windows are all bright with the faces of the children. And the families hurry into their homes as the sky darkens and freezes. We'll be gathering round their hearths and tables, giving thanks for God's graces and the birth of the rebel Jesus. Well, they call him by the Prince of Peace, and they call him by the Savior, and they pray to him upon the seas and in every bold endeavor. And they fill his churches with their pride and gold as their faith in him increases. But they've turned the nature that I worshipped in from a temple to a robber's den. In the words of the rebel Jesus. Well, we guard our world with locks and guns, and we guard our fine possessions. And once a year when Christmas comes, we give to our relation. And perhaps we give a little to the poor if the generosity should seize us. But if any one of us should interfere in the business of why they are poor, they get the same as a rebel Jesus. Pardon me if I have seemed to take the tone of judgment, for I've no wish to come between this day and your enjoyment. In a life of hardship and earthly toil, there's a need for anything that frees us. So I bid you pleasure and I bid you cheer from a heathen and a pagan on the side of the rebel Jesus. Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, if you long for the sunshine and a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home. I met a man who lived in Tennessee, and he was looking for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie. Pennsylvania folks are traveling down to Dixie's sunny shore, from Atlantic to to Pacific. Gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam, if you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home. For the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home. It's Tuesday Live, we're home for the holidays. I'm not wearing that Christmas sweater. I won't get drunk to feel better. Stuck in the kitchen, baking for days. Oh no, I'm not gonna feel obligated to do anything that I hate with a smile on my face. I'm not like that. You got the right house. All of the lights are burned out. Kick off your shoes, leave all your worries. You can sleep on my couch, I won't mind. Christmas at my house is all about love. Christmas at my house, you can't get enough. Christmas with my friends is all about cheer. So stop trying to make it perfect, 'cause perfect ain't worth it. This Christmas make it all about love. All about love. I'm not gonna be fighting in-laws. I'm not gonna be sweating bullets, shopping for presents that nobody likes. Oh no, I can't wait to get mistletoe kisses. Don't care about those dishes. I wanna make snow angels under the stars tonight. You got the right house. If you see the lights are burned out, kick off your shoes, leave all your worries. You can sleep on my couch, I won't mind. Christmas at my house is all about love. Christmas at my house, you can't get enough. Christmas with my friends is all about cheer. So stop trying to make it perfect, 'cause perfect ain't worth it. This Christmas make it all about love. Christmas at my house is all about love. Christmas at my house, you can't get enough. Christmas with my friends is all about cheer. So stop trying to make it perfect, 'cause perfect worth it. This Christmas make it all about love. It's all about love. It's all about love. Christmas at my house, it's all about love. I hope it's all about love at your house too. We're back with our second Tuesday Live holiday special, Home for the Holidays. That shot in the background, this picture, I actually was looking, I always sort of look through my pictures for some nice backdrops for the show each week. And of course, at this time of the year, looking for Christmassy type images. And I found this it's actually an old little square print picture that I had of our old homestead back in eastern Ontario, the old stone house, and the big old, I can sort of see it's behind me there, the big old elm tree, which was cut down quite a while ago. It caught Dutch elm disease, but it's kind of a cool picture. Looks very wintry and welcoming. Certainly spent a lot of Christmases in that old house over the years. And we used to, even when we moved to southern Ontario, we used to always, every Christmas, head down the highway, down the 401 to head home for Christmas up until I think about mid 2015 or something. I'm not sure exactly the exact date. Somewhere in there, 2015, 16, 17, I think was our last Christmas there. But anyways, open tonight with There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, that classic originally recorded by Perry Como in 1954. And then that song I just played was Christmas at My House by Jesse Farrell. And I saw that name there. I thought, geez, I wonder if that's any relation to Tim Farrell, who longtime listeners will remember Tim, our former Tuesday Live News anchorman. I don't know. I'll have to ask Tim next time I see him whether he's related to Jesse Farrell. But thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I see some great some names out there in the comments that I recognize. And if you haven't checked in, please do check in. We love to hear from you wherever you're watching from tonight. And you do know from the many shows we do each year at this time of the year that we do love holiday music here at Tuesday Live, and we certainly hope that you do too, because that's we're playing all holiday music all the time, and we do pick up some eclectic tunes a lot from some of the requests we get from our wonderful audience members. But, we had, as we talked last week, we had a ton of snow, and I actually posted a picture this week or shared a picture on Facebook this week that was from Curry Music, our friends up in Gravenhurst. Rob Curry's been on the show quite a few times. I think his brother Andrew's been on a few times too with some of their songs from up there. But anyways, they have a beautiful music it's a music store and antiques and books and all sorts of stuff. If you're ever in Gravenhurst, please make a point to check it out. It's very cool. And they posted a picture from downtown Gravenhurst, and the snow was unbelievable down there in Gravenhurst. But here it's melting, and I'm sure it's melting up there too. And I think it's causing a lot of problems because we have all this snow here, and I'm sure it's maybe down Lee Burns way there too, and in Buffalo where they've had a lot of snow, that you get rain and wet on top of it. It does melt, but it also gets heavy. I know there's a terrible thing that we saw this week in Bayfield, the old Albion Hotel in Bayfield. The roof collapsed from the weight of the snow, and it's an old, lovely old building. That's kind of sad. Hopefully they can fix that up. But anyways, hopefully wherever you are, it's not too bad. I know that down eastern Ontario, we have a lot of viewers down there. They've had some freezing rain, and I know our friend David Ward all the way out in Newfoundland. I don't know what's going on out there. It's probably been winter there for several months now already. But we have a great show here tonight, and please pop your name in the comments if you haven't already. And we'll always welcome comments. Always have a lively comment section on the show. And if you have a chance, especially if you're on Facebook, hit that little share button, put it out on your timeline. Let's get some more folks in here. It's always nice to have a nice crowd in for some Christmas songs. You can sing along at home if you like. We encourage that as well. Tonight we have a great show from our pal Stan McRae. We've got another set of his always amazing nature images. Lots of Christmas music, including some originals. And as I said, I'm going to play some, and also the rest of the cast, the Tuesday Live cast, is going to do some tunes. And if you noticed the opening numbers there, Lazy Horse is back in the house, or at least outside right now, providing some beats. But a little bit of a negotiation. We're having trouble getting him on screen. He refuses to come on screen. He wants he wants a pail of oats for every 10 seconds of screen exposure he has. So we're just trying to source some oats there for him. So we'll maybe get him on by next week, maybe if he's playing. I'm not sure if he'll be on next week or not, but we're planning. Oh, I think he's going to play next week because we're doing an unplugged show next week. It's all acoustic music, nothing plugged in, none of this fancy stuff. I'm doing a live show actually. I don't know if anyone out there's going to be there tomorrow night out that are watching. It's a private event in Kitchener, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm just working with my live rig here just to make sure it's working okay before I head out on the road. Actually, not too far down the road. It's about 15 minutes away, but it'll be a fun show. And so we've also got Willy coming up here. He's out in the shed playing some tunes. So I'm going to see what Willy's got for us. So take it away, Willy. Oh, no, not take it away, Willy. What am I doing here? I forgot. I was going to pop up some comments here because I know some folks check in and say hello. We've got Danny Lamontang, 2 weeks before the big day. That's right. Hello from the Melting Brews. That reminds me, Danny. Thanks for mentioning that. Because Tuesday this year, if you haven't noticed, is Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So we thought we'd maybe just take that time off, let folks be with their family. Don't want to, and us too, be with our family on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve and family and friends. So we're going to take a couple of weeks off, but we'll be here next week. But I'm sure folks are getting organized for that. We've got David Ward signing in from beautiful Norris Point, Newfoundland. Never been there, but like to get there sometime. It sounds like a very cool place. Maybe he'll send us in some pictures sometime and we can have a look. Lee Burns is in the house tonight from Lancaster, New York. Good to see you, Lee, and Mile down there too, as I was expect. Nice. And there, oh geez, look who we've got here tonight. Lou Scale. Luke watches from Brockville and religiously watches every week. Not always on Tuesday night. He pops in, but he pops in, drops a couple comments. So thanks for checking in tonight, Lou, and being here live. Great to see you in the audience. And friend Tapper here saying hello for roll call. He's happy holidays, everyone. Nice little Christmas tree there. Thank you. We've got our photographer friend, Stan McRae. Here we've got some pictures from Stan. He always great contributor to the show. We've got, there's Chris checking in from St. Mary's. Snow's melting there as well. And Holly over in Mount Elgin. Snow almost gone now too. Yeah, we certainly had a lot of snow, then it kind of just disappeared. Okay, what David's telling us where he is. He's in Newfoundland's west coast in Grossmore National Park, where we have winter, including snow, wind, and cold. But it's not like we're deep in any of it. So, yeah, it's kind of a cool spot. And lots of seafood and lots of moose, I guess, too, down there. But anyways, I think Willy's ready now that we've gotten, I don't know if anyone's else commented there. I haven't seen anybody. I know we have other folks checking in. And also all the folks who do watch and either don't comment because they're watching on YouTube or wherever where they don't have access to the easy commenting. Thank you for checking in and watching the show, too, as well. We're thinking of you as well. And let's take it out to Willy. Hey y'all, how you doing tonight? Hope your Christmas preparations are going good. Got a song here, one of my favorites Christmas songs of all time, called Christmas for Cowboys, originally written by Steve Goodman and recorded, I think, most successfully by John Denver, up till now anyways. And I got Lazy here to help me too, so kick it off there, Laze. Saddle, spend Christmas Day driving the cattle on the snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts giving today. Ours is the sky and the wide open range. Yo-lay, oh, lay, oh, lay, oh, oh. Back in the city, they have different ways. Football and eggnog and Christmas parades. I'll take the blanket and I'll take the rain. Christmas for cowboys and the wide open plains. Yo-lay-oh, lay-oh, lay-oh, oh. A campfire for warmth as we stop for the night. Stars overhead are the Christmas tree lights. The wind sings a hymn as we bow down to pray. It's Christmas for cowboys and the wide open plain. Oh, oh, oh. It's tall in the saddle, spent Christmas Day driving the cattle on the snow-covered plains. So many gifts have been opened today. Ours is the sky and the wide open range. It's Christmas for cowboys and the wide open plains. Yo-lay-oh, lay-oh, lay-oh, oh. That was awesome, Willie. And we do have, I saw some other folks checking in as well, so I thought I'd pull the few more comments back up. Don Bowman checking in from Cornwall. Good to see you, Don. Thanks for dropping in. And our good friend and regular sharer of the show on his timeline, Putty McGilvery, very popular fella down in Eastern Ontario. The unofficial mayor along Sioux, I think we call Putty, or maybe Post Road. He's out in Post Road, I think. And Catherine Blakely. Good evening, Catherine. Thank you for dropping in. And boy, we got lots of folks in from Cornwall tonight too. Carol Ann from Cornwall as well. Thanks for checking in, Carol Ann. And he's back, Cuddy McGilvery from out in Alberta, I believe. Cuddy's checking in from, and Barbara checking in from down Eastern Ontario as well, and Hetty from Tilsonburg checking as well, and yeah, that's right. David points out to us that Tim Farrell not able to watch the show anymore because he plays pickleball on Tuesday nights, which is an awesome game. I love pickleball. Very cool game. But anyways, I had a request come in through the email. We send out an email notification every week for the show, and last couple weeks I had been soliciting requests, and this one came in all the way from Fort Myers, Florida, which is a beautiful place to be, I would think, in December. I think it's probably still pretty warm down there, I would think. And Angelo checking in from Fort Myers, and he asked for this song, and I've never played it before, so I've learned it in the last few days, or at least I'm going to try not to butcher it too badly after having looked at it and tried it a few times in the last few days. But it's called Driving Home for Christmas, and it's kind of a jazzy tune by a guy by the name of Chris Rea, Rea. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, R-E-A. And but it's a very cool tune. I kind of like it, and I sort of did a little acoustic adaptation to it. So I hope you like it. And I hope if Angelo, if you're watching it tonight, Angelo, or at a later time, and you're driving home from Christmas from Fort Myers, that you have a safe drive. That's a long drive. Driving home for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces. Oh, I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. Well, I'm moving on down the line, and it's been so long, but I will be there to sing this song, pass the time away, driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. It's gonna take some time, but I'll get there, toe to toe in tailbacks. Oh, I got red lights all around, but soon there'll be a freeway. Oh, get my feet on holy ground. So I'll sing for you, though you can't hear me when I get through, and feel you near me. Driving in my car, I'm driving home for Christmas. Driving home for Christmas with 1,000 memories. I take a look at the driver next to me. He's just the same. Oh, just the same. Toe and tailbacks. Oh, I got red lights all around. I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. Oh, get my feet on holy ground. So I'll sing for you, though you can't hear me when I get through, and feel you near me. Driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. Driving home for Christmas with 1,000 memories. Take a look at the driver next to me. He's just the same. Driving home, driving home, driving home for Christmas. Love that jazzy ending on that song. But anyways, thanks to Angelo for sending that request in. Driving home for Christmas. We're actually going to head down the 401 in a bit, go visit Mum in Eastern Ontario. So hopefully it's not too much snow. But hope everybody's doesn't have to travel too far for Christmas. I know it's always a tricky time of travel. It certainly can be in this part of the world with snow and that sort of thing. Not too bad down in Florida till you get up through that transition up past Atlanta and heading up to Detroit up that way or whatever. It can be a little nasty, but anyways, let's send it out. Our good friend Rob Dylan, our resident folk artist, has been working diligently. I have to count how many songs, but he's writing one song from every line of Bob Dylan's song "A Harder Rain's Gonna Fall," and he's been doing kind of Christmassy ones. Although last week's "The Dead Christmas Pony" was a little bit of a downer. I hope he's got something a little bit more up tempo tonight. But let's send it over to Rob Dylan and see what he's got for us tonight. Take away, Rob. The song's called "White Man, Black Dog." I met a white man who walked a black dog through the snowflakes that danced in the winter fog, with a smile on his face and a twinkle so bright, spread joy to the world on that cold starry night. Oh, the spirit of Christmas, it shines from within, in the hearts of the kind, where the love can begin. With laughter and kindness, let our voices unite, for peace and for hope on this magical night. The dog wagged his tail as he strolled down the lane, leaving footprints in snow, a sweet gentle refrain. They greeted each neighbor with warmth and with cheer, reminding us all that the season is here. Oh, the spirit of Christmas, it shines from within, in the hearts of the kind, where the love can begin. With laughter and kindness, let our voices unite, for peace and for hope on this magical night. They stopped by a window where children did play, with laughter and singing to brighten the day. The man tipped his hat as he shared a kind word, and the joy of their presence was felt and was heard. Oh, the spirit of Christmas, it shines from within, in the hearts of the kind, where the love can begin. With laughter and kindness, let our voices unite, for peace and for hope on this magical night. As they wandered through streets lit with twinkling lights, the man and his dog brought warmth to the nights. For in every small gesture and smile that they shared, the true gift of Christmas showed that they cared. Oh, the spirit of Christmas shines from within, in the hearts of the kind, where the love can begin. With laughter and kindness, let our voices unite, for peace and for hope on this magical night. So remember this tale when you're out in the cold. A simple act of kindness is worth more than gold, for we're all walking together on this journey so long. With love as our guide, we'll forever be strong. Yes, with love as our guide, we'll forever belong. That's very nice, Rob. Lovely take on that line of the song. White man, black dog. Story of a man and his dog, I guess. Very nice, very nice. Holly was asking, that house in the background, what's over that shoulder? That's the old stone house back home in Long Sault. It doesn't look like this anymore. It's this picture was taken a long time ago, probably in the 60s, I would guess. The nice winter weather, sort of like we had not too long ago. We had some frost on the trees, or at least some snow on the trees. Looks a little bit more like hoarfrost or something like that. But it's the place has changed. More trees, more houses, denser. But anyway, speaking of that, my mom, who spent a lot of time in that house, she always said when she walked into that house, it felt like home. When the first time she walked into it. And certainly when I was quite small when first time I walked into it. I was probably 4 or 5, but it felt like home too, and it was home for a long, long time. But and my mom requested this next song. It's the Holly and the Ivy, and she said that she didn't know about it till she came to university, and somebody in their residence, a woman, was singing it with a choral group and taught them it. So they probably didn't teach her probably this version, but it's a good song. The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears the crown. The rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears the blossom as white as lily flower, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to be our Savior. The rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears a berry as red as any blood, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to do poor sinners good. The rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. The holly bears a prickle as sharp as any thorn, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ on Christmas Day in the morn. The rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. Not done yet. The holly bears a bark as bitter as any gall, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to redeem us all. The rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. Song, remember singing that in church over Christmas time, over the years? Always with in Christmas Eve services, you're often sort of wondering, are we going to do all the verses, or are we just doing 1 to 3? Often the choir leader or someone will let you know, but if not, I guess we're doing all of them. This is a song that I think that Danny Lamontag might have requested last week, maybe the week before when we were talking about Christmas songs. And originally I said I don't often play this song. In fact, I didn't even have it in my repertoire in my list of tunes. But since it was requested, and it is, Christmas can be a sad time. I think we have to acknowledge that for people who've had loss recent or a long time ago. That they're missing people. It can be a bittersweet time. Think about the people you're with, but you also think about the people you've lost. Grandparents, parents, siblings, friends. So anyways, this is a bit of a sad one, Blue Christmas. But so if you might want to turn it down if you don't want to, if it depresses you. But it's a good song, and Elvis did a great version of it. I'm going to try my version. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. Yes, I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. That's Elvis. I'm not sure Elvis originally wrote that song, or Elvis probably didn't write it. I'm not sure if did Elvis write many songs at all. I'm not that sure whether Elvis did or not. Oh, you're welcome, Danny. It's always a pleasure when I can play a request, when someone requests a song and I can pull it up. It's always a, I also enjoy songs when they're when it's a challenge for me too. When I play a song that I haven't played before, gives me a chance to learn it or not. Thank you, Holly. Kind words out there. Thank you, everybody, for your kind comments and watching the show tonight. We've got Stan's picks coming up, which is always a highlight of the show. For those of you, if you're not a frequent viewer of the show, Stan's been on the show pretty much since day one. I think you might have missed the first couple episodes, but then we got Stan on board, and he's been diligently sharing his images from his travels around Eastern Ontario through the woods and wilds and river and various events and that sort of thing in Eastern Ontario, and shares them with us each week, which we greatly appreciate because it adds a nice element to the show, and I get to play some tunes along behind it, just kind of noodle around behind it, and we get to appreciate up close Stan's awesome pictures. So gonna get cue up Stan here, and I'll play a little bit behind. So take it away, Stan. Oh, there, I missed my cue. I was going to play Blue Christmas with this in the background. So let's take it to Stan without the Blue Christmas behind us. Awesome, Stan. Always, Stan's pictures always awesome. Enjoy them so much. Thank you for sharing them, Stan. And we do use. Oops, I saw a little chatter there about the backdrop here. That was actually Chris was right. That's a backdrop out of my backyard after that bit of heavy snow that sat on everything we had about a week or so ago. It was quite lovely out there. I do sometimes go borrow images from folks like Stan and Chris, Ann, and other folks out there who share pictures as backdrops. I don't know if I'm being lazy or I'm just, I kind of like this picture here. I thought it's kind of wintry and Christmassy, and it kind of gives a little bit of a theme through the show, I guess. But fantastic picture, Stan. Thank you for that. And I'm not going to be don't think I'm going to make it to Long Sault this Christmas, but at least not maybe in my dreams. I'll be home for Christmas. You have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dream. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dream. Oh, I love those jazzy Christmas chords. The only time I get to play them, I'm not much of a jazz musician otherwise, but the Christmas songs I think have enough familiarity that I can play that the jazzy Christmas stuff. Maybe I should start playing more jazz. That might be fun. But anyways, we're rolling around the hour here. It's going quick. And that was a Bing Crosby tune, of course. Classic Bing Crosby, one of my favorite. I always like to watch Holiday Inn and White Christmas at over the holidays. Always fun. If you are following along on Facebook, Chris is posting a few of the stories behind the songs. So check out the comments. Have a look there. Thank you, Chris, for sharing those. Always enjoy looking at those. I always go through and check them afterwards. And I know I don't have to do too much research on songs because if Chris is here, she'll pull up some of the stuff. So I appreciate that. Let's send it out. I'm not sure. I think Robbie's doing some song about a hippopotamus or something.
Well, hello, everybody out there in internet lands. Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, is having a grand old time, getting ready for Christmas, getting excited, looking after the pigs, eating me potatoes, and, playing me Christmas songs. And I've got a song here, came as in a request from Chris Ann. She sent it in, and Rob sent it over to me because it's about hippopotamuses. And I don't know if you know much about hippopotamuses, but they kind of look like big pigs to me, so he thought I might be the best one to handle it. And I'm not sure if I'd want a hippopotamus for Christmas, but I guess I could keep him out with the pigs. The pigs, kind of like a pig, sort of like looking fella. Keep him out in the barn there or something. But anyways, I'm not sure I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, but that's what this song is about. So I'm going to give her a go here. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? He won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door, that's the easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do.
No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Mom says the hippo would eat me up, but then teacher says a hippo is a vegetarian. There's lots of room for him in our two-car garage. I'd feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I can see me now on Christmas morning creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles, why no rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Nice, Robbie. That was lovely. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That was, I think, Gayla Peavy, I think, is the young woman who sang that song. Oh, there's Chris popped something up there right there. It was performed by 10-year-old Gayla Peavy in 1953. It made it up to number 24 on the chart, but not one I was familiar with. But thank you for sending in that request to Chris. Although I think, actually, if we want to know the truth, I think hippopotami have been banned for as Christmas gifts because there was that problem down in Colombia where the drug lord had hippopotamuses, pet hippopotamuses, and they got released into the wild. And I guess they're causing quite a problem down there. They may be vegetarians, but they're pretty big, and I think can be pretty aggressive as well. Anyways, this is we're going to take this Christmas songs a little closer. And this is one of the original ones from this part of the world. Anyways, I don't think you'd call it a Canadian one because I think it's an indigenous. It was before Canada really even exists. This song was written, I think by Father Brebeuf, who was promptly killed by the Hurons. In the moon of winter time, when all the birds had fled, the mighty Gitche Manitou sent angel choirs instead. Before their light the stars grew dim, and wondering hunters heard the hymn. Jesus, your King is born. Jesus is born. In excelsis Gloria. Within a log of broken bark, the tender babe was found. A ragged robe of rabbit skin enwrapped his beauty round. But as the hunter braves grew nigh, the angel's song rang loud and high. Jesus, your King is born. Jesus is born. In excelsis Gloria. That's not right. The earliest moon of winter time is not so round and fair as was the ring of glory on the helpless infant there. The chiefs from far before him knelt with gifts of fox and beaver pelt. Jesus, your King is born. Jesus is born. In excelsis Gloria. Children of the forest free, O sons of Manitou. The holy child of earth and heaven is born today for you. Kneel before the radiant boy who brings you beauty, peace, and joy. Jesus, your King is born. Jesus is born. In excelsis Gloria. In excelsis
That is, I love that song. I love it, and I love playing it. It's we used to play out the Speed River Valley Mountain Boys. If you, there's actually a Speed River Valley Mountain Boys Christmas album. It's never really been pressed because it costs a lot of money to use some of those Christmas songs that people own. I don't think that's one of them. But anyways, if you're interested in hearing the Speed River Valley Mountain Boys version of that song, which was recorded live probably about 20 years ago now, at a church in St. Jacobs. It's an awesome album, and if you're interested in it, let me know. I can get you a copy of it one way or another. And but anyways, let's send it out to Neil Old. I think he's got actually a Neil Young Christmas tune, which I didn't know there was one, but come to think of it, I think Neil might have played it last year too. But anyways, take it away, Neil.
Hey everybody, it's Neil Old here, and I got a song here by Neil. It's I think the only Christmas song he really wrote. It's called Star of Bethlehem. It's a great tune, so I'm going to give it a shot here. Ain't it hard when you wake up in the morning and you find out that those other days are gone? All you have is memories of happiness lingering on. Your dreams and your lovers won't protect you. They're only passing through you in the end. They'll leave you stripped of all that they can get to and wait for you to come back again. Wonder, who can I turn to on this cold and chilly night of dew? The answer to that question is nowhere in this room. still the light is shining from that lamp on down the hall. Maybe the star of Bethlehem wasn't a star at all. That was beautiful, Neil. That Star of Bethlehem. The Neil Young Christmas song, I guess we call that. Thanks for sharing that with us, Neil. And thank you all for watching tonight. I saw Danny Waxy Belbin, our friend from up in North Bay, check in. Haven't heard much from the folks up that way recently. I was a little worried with the snow and the winter and everything that they got buried up there but in the snow. But hopefully not. We'll hear from them. I'm sure they're just busy. But thanks everyone who is watching tonight, checking out the show. And I popped in the comments there while Neil was playing. I popped in the links for next week's show. So if after we're done watching tonight, pop in there, click on the link, and you can set a reminder. So on Facebook or YouTube, you can get a reminder when the show's going live, which we're going 7 o'clock next week with Christmas Unplugged. It's going to be fun show. Then we're going to be kind of off for the holiday period, although I'll be doing a few things. I've got some tunes. I'm going to dig through the archives and pull up some songs. I know Danny was asking about that song Dominique the Donkey that Robbie O'Spoon did with his Italian cousin. I think it was last year. And I think we're going to pull that one out, maybe pop it up on Facebook somewhere on YouTube, or pop it up on YouTube and share it on Facebook. So watch for that coming up, and we'll get some other classic tunes. I know Robbie did a few. There's also he did a Fairy Tale of New York, I think, a few years back with his sister from New York, which was quite a thing as well. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, watching the show. Really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy Christmas preparation, holiday preparation schedule to join us here for a little bit of Christmas cheer, Christmas music. I know the internet, it's hard to watch anything over 30 seconds without being distracted by something else. So to come and spend a good part of an hour, I know is really special. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's always a pleasure. Oh, there's Dale Legui checking in. Hey, Dale, good to see you. Checking in, one of our fairly regular viewers on the show. Nice, everybody who's out there, and all the folks who checked in or weren't able to check in or whatever. We're glad to see you, Jim and Lynn, out on Vancouver Island, although I think Lynn was out drumming or something on Tuesday nights, but I'm not sure if she's back yet or not. But anyways, thank you so much for watching tonight. Don't forget to join us next week for the show. Thanks to Stan McRae for his always awesome pictures. You can follow Stan on Facebook. I think he posts mostly on Facebook. It's fun to follow Stan because he posts a lot of great pictures, a lot of fun comedy stuff too. Stan's a bit of a Facebook comedian as well, and probably a comedian in person as well. I don't see Stan as much as I used to. He was quite a funny guy back in public school and high school when I knew him, but I only see him once in a while when I pull through Long Sault, swing by the Tim Hortons. You might see Stan in there. I've been doing since we're doing Christmas music, dropping my regular ender and looking for sort of nice, kind of almost, I wouldn't say prayer-like, but nice ending songs for the show. And this one's called There's a Light. I think that's what it's called. Chris might pull it up for us, but it's, I think Emmylou Harris had a big hit with it. That was a Christmas song anyways. Come to the after party if you're so inclined. Love to chat with you after the show. There's a light in the darkness, and the black of the night cannot harm us. We can trust, not to fear, for our comfort is near. There's a light in the darkness. It will rain in the desert, in the cracks of the plain. There's a treasure, like the thirst of the seed. We await, we believe, it will rain in the desert. We will fly, we will fly, we will let go. To this world we will die, but our hearts know we'll see more on that side. When the doors open wide, we will fly, we will fly, we will fly, we will fly, we will all go.